We the taxpayers need to save our money for next year.
That's right.
For an-election year, and we need to turn them out. Those people that we can identify as big tax and spend elected officials. We need to turn them out from City Hall and the courthouse and the State House and all the way to Washington, each and every one of them. I have a very limited time. We want to finish on time. But I want to read a little poem that was emailed to me by one of y'all, Richard Rayleigh. This is a poem that it just touches on a little bit of the problem. It's the poem of the tax and spend government. I kind of thought it was funny when I first read it, and I realized, oh my gosh, it's true. Tax is land, tax is bed, tax the table at which he's fed. Tax is tractor, tax is mule, teaching taxes are the rule. Tax is work, tax is pay, he works for peanuts anyway. Tax is cow, tax is goat, tax is pants, and tax is coat. Tax is ties, tax is shirt, tax is work, tax is dirt. Tax is tobacco, tax is drink, tax him if he tries to think. Tax is car, tax is gas. Tax all he has, then let him know that you won't be done till he has no dough. When he screams and hollers, then tax him some more. Tax him till he's good and sore. Then tax his coffin, tax his grave, tax the sod which he's laid. Put these words upon his tomb, taxes drove me to my doom. When he's gone, do not relax. It's time to apply the inheritance tax. Accounts receivable tax, building permit taxes, CDL license taxes, cigarette taxes. There are pages and pages of taxes that 100 years ago did not exist. God bless America.
Our next speaker is State Senator Harry Ann Smith. She is from Senate District number 29 in Dale, Geneva, and Houston counties.
I am Harry Ann Smith, and I hate taxes. Thank you so very much for having me be a part and inviting me today. And where have y'all been? We have needed y'all here at the State House, and we're so glad to have you. Good.
Yeah, we've been at work.
Appreciate that, and we are so glad to see you today. I've noticed some of these signs that are here today, and I see and I hear those signs. But there's one over here that a lady has that says, "Read my lipstick." Read my lipstick. No bailouts and no higher taxes. Ma'am, I wear your shade of lipstick. Back in December of 1773, American colonists like you, fed up with outrageous taxes, staged their mini revolt in the Boston harbor. And those crates of tea were delivered and dumped in the harbor in protest of a government that was inept and out of control, one that imposed taxation without representation. And today, right here in Alabama and all across the nation, citizens like us are leading a modern-day protest against another government inept and out of control. But sadly, the government that we protest today is not one headquartered off our shores overseas. Unfortunately, it's headquartered here, right here in our nation's capital, run by people who are out of touch with the struggles of Americans' middle class. They believe a bigger government is a better government. They see government as the master of people, not the other way around.
That's right.
But today we say no more. They say that printing more money and throwing it at every social program and problem in America offers a solution to our problems of our massive growing debt and corporate failure. But today we say, no more! They want us to expand the trough so that more hogs can feed off of those of us who pay taxes while they skirt the law, fail to pay their taxes, and hide assets. But today, what do we say? No more! They want to silence conservative talk radio because they say liberals aren't getting equal time. When you know what the truth really is, the liberal radio programs have failed to identify and are out of touch with us. But today, what do we say? No more! They want to fund programs like Akron and take command of our census away from the agency that's always administered it. They want to expand their political power. But what are we going to say today to them? No! Ladies and gentlemen, we're not in a harbor in Massachusetts today. We're in the front of the State House and courthouses all across the country today because we say no more! As your elected leaders in Montgomery, we must do our part to make sure that state government is responsible and responsible to you. We must fight against tax increases and runaway spending and be good stewards of our tax dollars. In the second inaugural address, the great Ronald Reagan said, "Well, with heart and hand, let us stand as one today, one people under God, determined that our future shall be worthy of our past. As we do, we must not repeat the well-intentioned errors of our past. We must never again abuse the trust of working men and women by sending their earnings on a futile chase after the spiraling demands of a bloated federal establishment. Let our voices be heard today. Let your representatives here at the State House, in the House and Senate in Washington, and yes, in the White House, hear you say, no more!
Next speaker, Representative Robert Bentley from Tuscaloosa.
Thank you. This is a wonderful crowd here today. It looks like there are about, ministerially speaking, about 10,000 people here today. I'm sure Brother Killian could say that. Today's tax day. How many paid their taxes?
Not
I'm
me.
glad I make enough money to pay taxes with, but I don't want to pay more than my share of taxes, just like you don't want to pay more than your fair share of taxes.
Right.
But we are thankful that God gives us a job that we can work, that we can pay our taxes, but we don't want to do it in a way that we're paying more than other people, and when we see other people not paying their taxes, that's not right. Everybody needs to pay something.
Amen.
To make sure that our taxes are fair. All over this nation today, we are seeing tea parties. And I know that you are concerned about the direction of our country, and I am too. But friends, let me tell you, our country has been changing a long time, and we have not been seeing that change for a long time. We have been becoming a more socialistic country for years, and we have not taken that into account. And we've let that just slip by, and we've not said anything about it. How many here have Social Security?
Not me.
All right?
No!
Security started in the 1930s. I'm telling you, it started a long time ago, and if we don't stop it now, we're not ever going to stop it.
That's right.
You know what's said about socialism? They say that the bad thing wrong with socialism is this. It says that finally we're going to run out of enough people to pay for it. That's right. And that's what's going to happen. Let me tell you another thing, folks. I believe in states' rights. And I believe in...
Amendment 10! Amendment